setting realistic goals and staying committed to them in this year 2024 to become our highest self. Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to this video. This is the new year. Happy New Year to all of you, and I'm sure you must be making new goals and resolutions and all of that stuff is happening, which is pretty usual for every year for all of us. Been there, done that, guilty as charged. I have failed miserably and I have no shame admitting honestly, because that had helped me understand my pattern, my routine, and how I am as a person and set my goals accordingly so that I'm able to stick to them for the longer period of time. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with making resolution and having a goal. That's a wonderful thing. That gives you motivation to get up in the morning. So you should have a goal. But is your approach is realistic enough? Are you going to stick to it for the longer period of time? If not, then what's the point is my question. If you're not going to set realistic goals, you're not gonna stick to them for the longer period of time, because when life gets real, the real thing works. So let's understand what is the mindset you should have to form a realistic goal and be able to stick with them. Number one thing I want you to write down before making your resolution list is reflect on your past year and see what had worked and what did not. What were humanly possible for you to do in your daily routine and stick to it consistently. Like, write down those things first of all before writing your resolution. Keeping your current responsibilities, your happiness, your lifestyle in mind, you will form resolutions that comes from here and not influenced by anybody else. You don't have to make a long list of resolution because you're not gonna achieve one resolution a month. You will need time to do things. Have 5 resolution or 4 resolution. Lesser it is, the more realistic it sounds. So you have a list of resolutions that you want to do in a year, and some will be super pumped to do it and will be able to do it without facing much difficulty, or if they face some, they'll be able to come out of it like this because they have that kind of attitude towards life. That's great. But most of us feel miserable in 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, or within a week. How will you be able to continue with your journey then? Having a resilient mindset in those scenarios will help, because who knows, you might fail. You might not feel like doing it after a month maybe. But it's okay until and unless you are open to getting up back again the next month, next days, whatever you feel like. Like, you can always take a break if you don't feel like, but you don't have to give up. Like, you don't have to give up on your goals or your resolution just because you've not done it for 2 days or 3 days or 4 days or a month or 2 months or 3 months. You can always get up back again and start from where you stopped. So keep that thought in your mind and keep your goals in mind and go after it. So the one thing that had been a secret sauce for me to be able to stick to my goals was being accountable to someone other than me. Like, here I can cheat always and nobody's gonna judge me, but if I'm gonna tell somebody my resolution, they're gonna ask me the progress. I'll take actions responsibly and actions that are more aligned with fulfilling my resolutions. So I work well in those circumstances. You can totally be a different person and work differently, but if you're someone who works well, if you're accountable to someone, you can choose this option as well. When we're talking about having a realistic approach, keeping flexibility in mind is important, because life is a wild ride. Anything can happen anytime, and you will need to pivot your plans accordingly, and that's totally fine. Nobody's failing here. You're just adapting to your current situation. It's a growth mindset, so you don't have to blame yourself for anything. You just need to pivot your directions accordingly and do what's needed at that point of time. Lastly, remember, you can always reflect, revise and repeat. You don't have to follow that same plan that you've planned in the beginning of the year. If you've realized that something is not working for you in 2 months, you can always revise and plan your things accordingly. It's called readjustment. You can always do that. It's your plan. You know yourself better. If you're headed in a right direction, any adjustment is okay. And if you think that things are going well, you can continue doing it for the next year also. It's fine. You don't have to change things every year or every 2 months, and you don't have to stick to the same thing if something is not working. Having said that, this is the end of the video, but if you need a roadmap to become your higher self, I'm leaving a link down to my blog. You can always check it out. Everything is written down here in a detailed manner. You can always read it, and it will, I am sure, help you a lot. So that's all. If you've liked this video, make sure you like, share and subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment box, and if you have any topic that you want me to make a video on, you can always leave it down below. If you've liked, like, share and subscribe. I shall see you in my next video. Bye.